I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first.
Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA's Daily Review. Today is Monday, January 22nd, 2024. So we had this, obviously we had Friday, a big bullish day, right? I was mentioning that we would get a bullish day, and sure enough, we got double the size, damn near. Took out the previous highs. I didn't do a review on Friday, but, and I took this sell, by the way, right here, which is funny, but took off, and then now we're here, and then Monday opened up, and then we're expecting to wipe out the liquidity above and then make a retracement down, going into sealing some of this imbalance of price, right? So obviously big one on the daily here. You chop it up here, you got one 4 hour right there, and that one as well. But this was from yesterday, that was from Friday. So we assumed that we're gonna come get into this imbalance right here on the 4 hour, and look at some structure and all that. So pretty much we're looking for the same similar price activity like this. When we came up and we peaked out December 28th, and we retraced all the way back to that resistance type support, we're probably getting something similar here, because we broke another resistance and we shot the hell up way. I mean, new all time new highs, but you got a price imbalance in here. So you, at the least, we're retracing to this candle right here, this 4 hour right here, which is 17,253. I think that's a high there. 17,255 and a quarter. I'm sorry, and then price balancing some of this. So I'm expecting a bearish week today, this week. And then it's just to get into here, right? So Monday might be, since we created that high right there for Monday, probably the high of the week. We're looking for Tuesday. We also closed. Let's look at the daily real quick. As you can see that we went above this high. We went above Friday's high, and then we came back in and we closed underneath that high. So we're generally looking for another bearish day in a row. It didn't have the strength to stay above that high, so Friday's high. So we came back in, and now we're here. So I'm expecting another bearish day, and maybe it'll get into like half of this range at least. This is a small range for today, decent though, but still small. So I'm expecting if we go into the lower time frame real quick, you'll see the magic and the dissecting here. You'll see that we opened up, popped up here, Asia range here, projected it down, and then played around, consolidated. We had a nice little shift here. This was the London hour, 3 to 4 o'clock. You can see the dealing range here getting broken, retraced back in. And then it's giving you order flow here. That's to rush out and take out that high. As you can see, if I do the projection here, we get really nice to 2 standard deviation. That's the high of the day, assuming the high of the day, right? Until we get our New York trading session. So 9:30 to 10:30 is our dealing range here, obviously for New York. So today I decided to wait, not be a part of anything until after 10:30. So and I'm gonna go to a smaller time frame, but the purpose of that is because it's Monday and we just had a big ass day. Let them show me their hand, right? Which I wasn't even awake and ready to see all this. I purposely made sure that I came after 10:30 and was ready on the chart. So point of that being is, yes, I get an information here of taking out the London lows here, but we get the 930 candle, shoots the hell up, right? Takes out that liquidity, shoots all the way down for that low. So, now can I have catch something like this? Yes, but do I want to? No. I would rather sit back and let the just not be in a rush and let the trade come to me with patience. So I'm gonna try to make this video short, but this video's got game. So with that being said, here we hit that high there. Price shoots down. This is 9:30 now. I'm sorry, 10:30 right here. So when 10:30, I get a push down out of that dealing range. I do have projections. I got multiple projections I was using, and I switched during the day. But my goal was to get down, retrace back into the dealing range, and take a sell. Where is that more specifically? Well, we got an up candle right here, this 10:25 a.m., and then we also have this imbalance, bearish imbalance 10:27. So my goal is coupled with, so this was generally moved like, for example, here. So I want to get right into that area. If you did a standard, just premium or discount area, you can see that right, this red line is 50% there, pops up. Okay, I'm gonna take that out now. Pops up, and where? Because we have that imbalance right there. I can draw it out, but the point is, I don't want you to see the whole imbalance. Well, I do, but the point is that you want to see. Sometimes it'll tap right above and take off, right? So I have a limit order. I have a limit sell limit right on the opening of this candle of 1025. You'll see that we poke right into it and we run away. Once we're running away, initially my I don't want to see it filled. I want to see the strength of it to the downside. But if it's gonna pop up a little bit and seal it, then initially my stop loss will be a little bit above that, right? Because I don't want to be above. I don't want it to go any higher if it's gonna be bearish, right? So now let me at this point show you the trade, and so you could understand. So with that logic here, I understand that it's popped in. I have my limit order literally on that candle that I just told you. Very, very high probability scenario, and we've already got the breakdown with a lower low and a lower high. So I'm not involved in any of this. I'm literally waiting all day just for this. But I do drop the ball, and I'll show you where I make the mistake. So try to be cool and and add limit orders, because I really thought it would go a little bit lower, because it has the right to, and there's a lot of price imbalance. So first, when I take the trade here, my goal is to take out this piece of liquidity. And you can see that I take half the order right there above the low. I ain't trying to get them not fill me or anything, or reverse right there, right? So I put it a little bit higher. I should have put this a little bit higher, but that's fine. I got a measurement from that high to that low coming down. You can see it's a 1 standard deviation right there, which would be the big retracement. First, the 930 that pushed, and then we broke that from that high to that low. I have we already hit that 1 standard right here. So that would have been a beautiful sell, but I wasn't involved. Anyways, then the last 2 limit orders, I put one here because we were first in that hour imbalance right there, right? And then I was headed to this imbalance, because we know that price is trying to efficiently deliver price too. So the next level would be here for me, and it has that liquidity piece below it. I'm not going to go into too much detail. It's overkill, but to give you the framework of what I was thinking. But what I should have done is I should have took all of it here. Okay, so we retrace, and then I'm looking to break that low. We come down. We break these 2 down candles. On a higher time frame, it was better, like on a 5-minute. It holds as resistance, so it's a resistance block. Comes back in. We have these up down candles. Look at these up candles all in a row. We're using that as a supply block, and to hold as resistance inside this resistance block here with these 2, because we have a downward break through it and then holding as resistance. As you can see, the bodies are respecting there, and it's inside that imbalance right there. And then you can see the retrace if it's more than 50% as well. Just common price action. And as you can see, we bounced, we hit it again, we come down. Here's the open of the week. We come down, we head for it. So I do this because I know we're headed for it, and I'm going to show you the idea of what I was thinking. But what ended up happening is this. So now I had already took my 2, and then I took that one that was there, and the one that was not on the screen would have been a runner. I would have been 75% out of the trade, and then I would have had 25% left to run, because I thought it would have ran down here, but I didn't get that, and it didn't pan out. And you know what? I have to make a decision. But here's what I would have rather done. So as you can see, it comes out, takes my first 2, and then I take the one that was left and the imaginary runner, and just I want to be done. At this point, look at the time of the day. I'm holding. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get there. Bounces up here. I should have took that shit early, but It's okay because I know we're coming down here. It's just, are we gonna get it on my time frame? So look what the time is, 4:04, and this is as far as I'm going. Like over here was 4 o'clock, and I was like, man, this doesn't look like this is gonna happen. But that last 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes of the day. I'm sorry, of the power hour, 3 to 4, and that first 4 minutes of the 4 hour time frame of the day, you can get that little rush. And as you see, it was rushing, but I was like, nah, I'm done. Had to call it loose, and I'm not trying to hold the trade. And then I had to cancel this limit, or I just canceled the whole thing. And then so I took 2,500 here for the remaining partial, and then the first half was 3,000 actually. So ended up with 5,500. Where if I would have just took it here, this is what I would have rather done. If it just came down to here, took the whole 6,000. So number one, I'm already up, and I'm guaranteed because it's taken. And then I should have just bought here because I wanted to. And this is why I don't really do partials. I normally take the full boat. I usually take the full because because it'll tie me into less opportunities, because I've saw this opportunity and I was like, hopefully it'll just rush, and it didn't. It retraced deep right back to that same spot. Well, actually, I moved a lot. I moved this a lot, but it was normally this level here. So let me go right there so you can see it, and then this will make sense. So I ended up moving this just to show for the picture, but it was first here. As you can see, and you can see I drag out. You can see that I drag out that resistance right here. If you look on a 5 minute here, it'll be a little cleaner. You could see what I was trying to highlight. It was actually that candle, this 11:40 a.m. 5 minute candle. Dragged that out, and that's actually what I was using, and I dragged it all the way out for you to see this. Bounces here, rejects from here as well, and then it rejects that entire up candles. So to the point, and it's 50% of that resistance block as well that I just got done telling you. So I knew we were coming, but it wasn't going to come on our time. So that being said, again, what I would have liked to done is take all of it off here. Would have been 6 grand here, and then I would have just took a buy here. And if I would have took this buy, I wouldn't mind taking it to liquidity. So external liquidity back into internal liquidity. And when I take this trade, my idea is I'm taking an internal liquidity trade, and I want to target external liquidity trade, right? You see that? So with that being said, I could have took this and just bought it up to here, at least up to here, or even into here, and that would have been it. And that's a retracement, a nice retracement, and I would have probably made 3-4 right there. So I would have walked out with the day, with the 6, with the 4. That's 10 right there. It might not have been 4. It might have been but to be honest, it was probably close to 4. This right here is definitely close to 4, right? And if it was 3, that's like 9 grand right there. It's like, and I would have been done. Instead, what I did is I tried to hold for my bias, and I want to trust my shit, but at the same time, that's why I don't do it. It's not really worth it. It's like, just take the profit when you hit liquidity, because there's no sense of, talking for day traders, obviously, right? But, I would have been done, and then instead, what did I have to do? I had to manage it, and I was chilling. I wasn't like I had anywhere to go, but I had to go all the way till 4:04 to be like, you know what, fuck this. You know what I'm saying? But I waited because I knew it would come a little bit lower. But and that was it. So this is where we're at. So and I don't need to explain anything more tomorrow. You understand what we're looking for. I'm looking for another bearish day tomorrow. So Tuesday. And what would that look like? Well, it would open up here. We already closed, yeah. So we would open up. We would probably come and wipe out some of this liquidity here. I don't know how far it's going to go up. Definitely, I like this area to get hit, but it might come up and then chase down and get into probably this right here or here. Definitely clearing that down here. And that's if it goes up. If it doesn't go up far, like if it doesn't take out some of this liquidity, then it's just going to be dropping. I mean, I have a feeling it's just going to keep coming down. You're going to have a very small wick on that candle, on the bearish daily candle, and that's it. But I don't really see that happening. I do expect. Sorry, I'm moving all around a lot. I want to clean this up a little bit, but I will say, targeting. I'm just gonna put this for here, but oh, and I forgot to mention that between these orange lines, that's the opening range gap. So when we opened up here at 9:30, right there, that's the same level, 9:30. We had this gap here this is when we actually closed on our Friday closing, and that's what this orange level is, opening range gap. So from this is the closing price of Friday, and then this is the closing price this is the opening price of today. So another confluence to come down here is to come down and fill this up too. So if you were participating up here, again, I wasn't going to. So, but yeah, I see. Let's see here. I don't know if they wiped this piece of liquidity out right here, but it would make sense if they popped up here and then sold off for a bearish day. If not, I would say it might not even make this high. If it does, it might take this high at minimum right there. Actually, I should have left that alone. I want to be done. Damn, dude. This is why. So possibly hit that high right there and then come down. Possibly hit this. If it does, somewhere in here, it depends. Might hit this block again up here. All right, might hit that block up there and then sell off. So I'm gonna delete this. But ultimately coming down to break this low and then with these imbalances here makes perfect sense. So is there anything else I'm missing? Yeah, dollar fucking around. Still consolidating, sitting in this imbalance. I can see higher dollar. And then here you can see that I thought I saw divergence, but I wasn't really paying attention. Yeah, I'm making this way too long. Yeah, no, I wasn't really paying attention to this, but we did have a divergence there. So Nas made a lower high, and then Dow shot the hell up as well. Same story with them. They ended up taking up higher high as well, obviously, and then price action for them. They look still very bullish, but I could see us coming back into here for them. So I'm looking for a bearish day tomorrow, Tuesday. We'll see how it goes, and then S&P, very similar to Nas. We busted all the way through. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this gap right here. This is like a fucking eyesore. So I'd like to see us get there by at least Wednesday. And that's where we're at. All right. So hope this helps. You guys take care and God bless.